What's up, everybody? We are back again. So today we are going to be doing stuff under the hood. So last time you saw me do the intercooler and also the oil cooler. Still haven't cleaned up because today's the next day. We gotta get the car ready because we are going to have SEMA come down to us and do an interview for Battle of the Builders. So I want to make sure that I have everything on that I can prior to the interview, so that way everybody can see all of the parts that are on the car. So today we are going to be installing some new stuff. Check it out. All right, so what we're going to be doing today is changing out the engine intake and also the stock turbo inlet and switching it out for the Sxth element version. So very easy. Take off 10 millimeter, undo those hose clamps, take out the intake, and then we'll work on the inlet. All right, so now that we have the intake completely off, I have seen other videos and I have heard that it could be a pain in the butt to get that inlet out. And let me show you what we mean here. So when you're doing the inlet, has screw there, one on that side and one back there. They're 10 millimeters and I've been told that it's a pain in the butt. So let's see how we can get through it, and I'll tell you what I did to get that done. All right, so the way that I got that third one loose is I actually moved the inlet down a bit, and then I moved that coolant line just a little bit, like I moved it so the 10 would go in there. So once I got it loose, now I'm just gonna go in there with my hand and make sure that it doesn't fall. Alright, sucker's out now. This one is a pain in the butt because this one holds the harness and there's really no easy way to get to. So this one has a coolant line right up here, and I just moved it a little bit to get the 10 socket in, loosen it up, and then I did it with my fingers. So now we're going to do the exact opposite, put the new one on, but let's show you the difference. Alright, so here is the stock inlet. You know, and here is a 6 element intake, the inlet. It eats the stock one. That's how big the difference is. So let's get this guy on, or at least try to get it on. All right, so to put the new inlet, the new one doesn't have, let's see if I can show you, doesn't have the hole for this bracket. You can kind of see it there. So I'm just gonna zip tie it. There it is. I'm gonna zip tie it somewhere around here out of the way, and then put the inlet back on. So let's see how that does. All right, so I zip tied it to that line there. And now, time for the inlet to go back on. All right, so the inlet is in. And I'm gonna be the first one to tell you, it is an itch and a half to do this. So what I did is that I started with the bolt all the way towards the firewall, and I threaded it just enough so it would hold. Then I started with the one up on top, right over here, and I threaded that just so it would hold. Then I went down to the bottom, and that one was the worst to put back on because this one's so big you can't really get to it. So it had this contraption, go an extension after extension, swivel socket, and then this guy to put it in. So now it's in. It's tight. It's not going anywhere. And we are good to go. Next step is to get the intake on. But since I'm already here, I'm going to be removing this catch can. It's been a great catch can. If anybody wants it, you want to pay shipping for it, let me know. I'll ship it to you. But if you're local, can pick it up. But I'm going to put on the Sxth element one also. So we're redoing this entire engine bay with Sxth element. All the stuff is just hanging out there. So I think I'm gonna have breakfast early in the morning, and then I'll come back and finish this. All right, so this thing is turning out a lot more complicated than I thought it was gonna be. And I don't know if it's just me underestimating this or if it's just the way that this is supposed to be. But when putting on the Sxth element intake, you have to, if you're doing the box like I am here, you have to take the box apart and put the filter in here, and also reuse parts from, I guess, what the original intake that they has. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now, for whatever reason, my intake didn't come with instructions. It could have been that they forgot them or what have you. But one thing I would be appreciative of is if there was installation instructions on the website. So let's say that, they didn't forget to put the instructions in here. Let's say that I lost them, At that point, I could just go to their website and download the instructions. But apparently they don't have them on there. So maybe that's something that they can do in the future, is have their instructions or their installation instructions in the website, so it's easy to just download PDF and you're done. So just food for thought for the guys over at Sxth Element. Other than that, their stuff is really, really good quality. I'm excited to try it out. So we'll take that off. And see, the filter drops in here. And the other piece we gotta reuse, let me grab real quick. So if you already have the intake, the open box intake, should be this guy. If not, then you don't have to worry about this. I'm gonna be reusing this hardware. Again, it's probably in the instructions, but I don't have mine. So can't ding them for that one, just because you never know. So let me put this guy away for a second. not gonna lie, this is kind of annoying to do, but I guess this is because I'm now just jumping into it versus everybody that's already had it. So I guess that makes a difference. Last one. Now I want to say pay attention to the orientation that it's in, because that might determine how it goes, which honestly I'm almost 100% positive it does. Alright, so this guy's out. Put this on the side. Then we'll put this. Let's see. This guy would go like this. Based on what I'm seeing, that's the way it should go. Start putting this guy back together. I'm only hand tightening these right now, just so I can get them in and get them placed in the correct position. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing here. Just I'm not a professional, so don't think that I'm doing this all professionally and then I know exactly what I'm doing, because I don't. We're all doing this together right now with me. But it's kind of common sense, the way I'm saying it right now. All right, I'll tighten these guys up. All right, so that's the way that it looks like it should be. I'm gonna go check it out on the car and then let you know. So that worked out well. Now what we're gonna do is put this filter on. Filter goes there. And I'm gonna get the gun. Getting this impact here just to get everything how it needs to go. Of course, none of them are all the same size. It'd be way too easy. So intake is on. Now we gotta go back to the car. All right, so I did the rest of the intake. I went to go eat, came back, decided to knock it out, and it looks amazing. I also went ahead and did the air tack, the coolant reservoir, and now I'm about to do the oil catch can from Sxth. So I'm just gonna time lapse it so you guys can see how it went. I'll talk about the different parts as I get to it, and then we should be done with this today. All right, so I have the catch can over here. First thing that they want us to do is to put this hose in here to the manifold. You can't mistake it, it's the bigger one out of the two. Just getting it in here is not the easiest, and their videos make it seem like it's the easiest thing in the world, but it's not. It can be done. All right, so now that we got that in there and tightened, I guess they want us to come around here and put this guy in and tighten it. All right, let's see what else they want us to do. All right, so in the installation instructions, the next thing is to get your line here, connect it to the catch can, have it in a way where you can tighten the connection here and go right in here. So that's what we're gonna do. Put these guys in here. Tight, go there, tighten that guy up. There is a check valve that's gonna go on this side, but because we're following the instructions exactly the way that they did it, we're gonna wait to put the check valve on. All right, so that's in there. Tighten up here. I think it should be spinning. Okay. And the next line, this one goes right over here to the valve cover. Again, put one of these guys on this side. And then we'll grab another one. here. And we'll tighten them. Tired, it's hot. It's like 90 degrees in here, in the garage. That's it. Screw this shit. Okay. So now, trying to see, I think that way will work best. You gotta cut here to put the check valve and then kind of tidy up everything. So let's cut the check valve and then we'll be done with this thing. And I am happy. We'll turn it on, make sure we're good. So let me finish this up. All right, so we are done. Finally, have the AirTech, the coolant reservoir. We got the Sxth element oil catch can. So as you can see, bolts right here. Goes check valve over to the manifold. This guy goes back here. We got that carbon fiber intake with the carbon fiber scoop. I'll tell you in the comments what's up with that. It's my fault, not their fault. Let's turn it on, make sure it all works. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. Take it out and see how it does, and I'll let you guys know. And that's a video that I did not get the end of it. So what ended up doing is taken it out for a test drive, made sure everything was working fine, which it was. Nothing's leaking, anything like that, and car's running fine. So let me know what you guys thought about this video. Hit the comments down below, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.